Chapter 3: The Price of Power.
Morning sunlight cut through the blinds, striping Jay's new skin in gold. For a moment, he just watched his own reflection move every muscle, a Bane thought, every breath steady and strong. When he closed his fist, the air around it seemed to tremble. He flexed once, and the cheap mirror cracked down the middle. He laughed, half terror, half wonder.
Testing the gift.
That day, he walked miles outside town to an abandoned rail yard. The place was quiet, except for the wind cutting through rusted freight cars. He dropped his backpack, planted his feet, and began to move. At first, it felt awkward, then natural, as though 1,000 years of combat lived in his bones. Punches blurred, kicks sliced the air. Every strike left a wake of pressure that rattled metal, siding. He leapt. The ground fell away. He landed 20 feet farther, like gravity had simply decided to forget him. He leaped. The ground fell away. He landed 20 feet farther, like gravity had simply decided to forget him. When he stilled, the dragon tattoo glowed faintly beneath his shirt, pulsing to his heartbeat. The power was intoxicating and frightening.
Strength alone means nothing without purpose.
The voice from his dream still lingered, softer now, like a conscience whispering through static.
The Reckoning.
By dusk, he found himself walking familiar streets, the ones he used to sprint down, while Jamal's laughter chased him. A silver car idled by the curb. Jamal and his two friends leaned against it, smoking. Jay stopped. For a long moment, he just watched the scene, the bullies relaxed, confident, untouchable. Something old and bitter stirred inside him. He stepped out of the shadows. Evening, he said. Jamal squinted.
Ayo, who's you supposed to be?
Then recognition hit.
Nah, ain't no way, Jay. What the hell happened to you?
Jay didn't answer. He walked closer, calm, eyes fixed. One of the crew shoved him. Back up, man. Jay didn't move. The shove came again harder and Jay simply wasn't there anymore. In a blink, he stood behind the kid, a whisper of displaced air the only sign he'd moved. Boo, Jay said. The boy spun, swinging wild. Jay caught the punch, middle bones cracked. The kid screamed and went down, clutching his wrist. Jamal lunged next. Jay sidestepped, one strike to the ribs, another to the jockeying. Clinical, like he'd rehearsed it 1,000 times. The gang leader crumpled to the asphalt, wheezing. For a heartbeat, Jay just stared down at them. The tattoo on his chest burned hot, begging for more. Somewhere deep inside, another voice hissed, a voice, not his own.
Finish them. Let them feel the dragon's wrath.
Jay froze. The air around him shimmered crimson for an instant. Then he stepped back, shaking. No, he whispered. That's not me. He turned and vanished into the night, leaving the crew moaning on the street.
Whispers of the Legion.
Sleep didn't come easy. When it did, it brought visions, warriors in red armor kneeling before a throne of flame. He woke, gasping, symbols from the dream still glowing faintly on his walls, burning away like mist. He needed answers. Jay started digging, again this time not on the open web, but in the corners where rumor and faith blur. Ancient texts, scanned scrolls, forgotten sects that spoke of the Chi, no cage, the shadow of blood. Every source told the same story in pieces. the red dragon bred legions of possessed warriors. The King's Legion, to wage wars across dimensions. The more he read, the colder he felt. Humans had been vessels before monks, samurai, even emperors each promised power. Each devoured from within. And now he carried the same mark.
Revelation.
He walked through the city at midnight, hoodie pulled up, the noise of traffic distant and unreal. Every passing face looked different now. Some faintly lit from within, some rimmed by a dull red haze only he could see. He realized, with dawning horror, that he was seeing possession. Demons hiding inside ordinary people. The world he'd grown up in, bullies, jobs, grocery stores, was a facade layered over a battleground between heaven and the Red Dragon's Legion. J leaned against a wall. Breathing hard? What am I now? The angel's voice whispered again, barely audible.
A bridge, a weapon forged from both bloodlines. Learn control, or the dragon will claim what is his.
Foreshadowing.
Lightning flashed over the skyline. For an instant, every reflective surface windows, puddles, glass showed the same image. A colossal dragon coiling behind the clouds, eyes burning gold. Jay stared upward. Somewhere, faint but certain, he felt the thing watching him watch back. He whispered, "I'm not your soldier." The thunder that followed almost sounded like laughter.
Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Stay tuned for chapter 4 titled Cemetery Baby.